Paul Crampton has asked, hi Robin, please tell us about your working relationship stroke friendship with the late great David Longdon. It was because he mentioned Cosmograf at Lorelei that I investigated your work, and now I'm busily acquiring your back catalogue. Oh, thanks, Paul. I mean, that's great that you found Cosmograf from that route. Yeah, I mean, I could write and speak thousands and thousands of words about David. I mean, David was a huge inspiration to me. He was a great friend too. He he really sort of took a real interest in my music and me as an artist quite early on, which he didn't have to do at all. There was no need for him to do that, but he just did it because that was what David did. He was genuinely interested in people um, and their lives. And when we did all the rehearsing for both the Lorelei and shows and the Big Train, subsequent Big Train UK tour, David was always there in rehearsal talking to people. It doesn't matter if it could be anybody. It could be the person behind the mixing desk. It was the tech doing something. He was interested in their lives, what they'd done before, and what they were doing, and that was David really. Very very supportive. I found the whole experience quite overwhelming to start with. I mean, I hadn't played a gig at any of that sort of level really, and Lorelei was just out of this world incredible. Very very special. It, so many funny stories, but I remember before we were going to play Lorelei, David sent around an email, and I'm sure he mentioned the concert that David Bowie had done at Lorelei, which I mistakenly watched. And he said, "Go." Maybe I can't remember whether he suggested we go and watch it or something, just to get off sort of understanding of the venue and all this thing. Anyway, I watched it and I was absolutely frightened to death. It was the worst thing I could have done. But I watch it now and I think that's what a great gig that was with Bowie, and then to think that I'd actually played on the same stage to the out in that venue, incredible venue. But the gig itself was amazing. There was something very magical about that night, and there was something very magical about David as well. I took this photo of David staring across um, the audience just before we went on, and he was completely unfazed by the whole experience. It was like he was born to do it. Very very odd. We were all very nervous, and I think Riverside were just finishing their set, and I had this picture of David staring out into the crowd, and he was just assessing and reading the crowd, and just without a hint of nerves, just went out there and just absolutely stormed it. It was incredible. Very very special evening. So yes, David was a great friend and an amazing inspirational human being, and I still think about him a lot.